Sunshine. Oh, the ASMR begins. When you got to the top was so much worse than when you were doing the side. This is the worst ever. It's just like, I mean, I'm used to it, but it's still bad every time.
Hello, everyone.
Howdy.
And welcome back to the Decom Podcast!
Oh shit, we're back on the Decom Podcast. Josh has been in really good spirits this time. What did we watch, Josh?
We watched Freaky Friday, the 2018 version.
Uh-huh.
Which, if you didn't know, that there was a new-ish, in quotes new, Freaky Friday adaptation by Disney just back in 2018. Neither did I.
Yep.
Also, it's a musical.
Oh, not like a boringly shot TV musical. It felt like a stage show.
Ooh, like the entire setting up the dinner thing for the first song.
Yeah.
I'm like, this movie starts out so strong,
really strong. That song, fantastic.
I would argue it maintains that momentum through the entire movie. It just shifts in tone throughout.
Mm-hmm.
That's the best decom so far.
You'll
die on that hill.
Yeah. I can't think of one that I would say is better. I would say
there's more entertaining ones.
Yes.
But I don't think there's a better film of the decoms that we've watched so far.
Right, absolutely.
As 2018 Freaky Friday.
Right. Like, its competition is Prom Pact, but that's not technically a decom.
Because it felt like if Prom Pact was a musical, and I'm like, damn it, we live in the wrong timeline.
Shit. Yeah, because imagine if we had both. Then we would have two really strong ones at the top, right?
So I'll be honest with you. As we were watching these movies, I was like, if I have to unironically say that Zombies 3 is the best of these musicals, I will hang myself. Because they just kept getting worse as we were hopping around. It's oh god, the Teen Beach movies, bad,
pretty bad.
Starstruck, I went and re-listened.
Abysmal.
I re-listened to the soundtrack and went, oh, why is it so bad? I re-listened to Lemonade Mouth's soundtrack.
Yeah,
sorry to backtrack a bit back to Lemonade Mouth. That soundtrack feels like the most generic decom soundtrack. Not that it's bad,
right? It's very,
but it's when you get told, think of a decom musical number, what you're thinking about is Lemonade Mouth.
Yeah. For me specifically, you're either thinking, come on, turn up the music.
Exactly,
right?
That's the one. I was listening to that song and went.
Or if you're real spicy, you hear terminate.
those songs, the most generic decom sounding song.
It is schlock. I will say,
and I'm eating it up.
I fucking love Turn Up the Music though.
I was listening wait, I kind of like this. It's bad.
It really is.
That's what I think about.
It makes
Lemonade Mouth.
It makes me so mad that they did write and make songs and then polished them to a sheen that is sellable to literally any soul on the planet. That may not be your music, but you're not going to be like, okay, it wasn't a badly constructed song.
Yeah.
And then you're going to be driving down your car 2 days later and you're going to have like, fuck. Because that's my life.
Yeah,
that's how I feel, and I hate that.
I was listening to Turn Up the Music and She's So Gone, and I'm like,
oh yeah,
these songs were fine.
Yeah.
I wouldn't I think the songs in Zombies makes me smile more for just it's so stupid.
Mm-hmm.
And that is a problem with Freaky Friday.
Yeah.
Is I like all the songs in Freaky. I don't think there's a miss in that movie, but there's none of them that's going to make audiences go ooh, I'm gonna buy the single today. It's more look at this stage show production, and you're gonna have a fun time watching the musical sequences. But it doesn't feel like these scenes are built around the songs themselves.
Mhm.
Sometimes it's the performance, because the visual performance of the actual like actors singing like is real good.
Absolutely.
But, so yeah, I would say people watching, if you have D+,
Go watch Freaky Friday.
maybe try it.
2018.
Maybe try it.
And I think I read that I believe I may have read this that we're gonna get a Freaky Friday sequel from the Jamie Lee Curtis Lindsay Lohan movie. Like, and they're gonna reprise that. They're gonna reprise their roles.
I actually don't want that.
I'd rather just have more of what we just saw,
or
or at least like
those
same
actresses
team.
like were good.
Absolutely.
And like everything on display in that movie was just so good from top to bottom. I'm like,
very nice to look at. Very, very.
Now,
pleasant.
when I say good, guys, I don't mean like, ooh, this is a great, phenomenal film that you need to go and watch. I am thinking that this is a clean 7 out of 10.
Right. You would watch it again.
I would watch
I
this
would
again.
absolutely watch it again.
I would happily sit down and watch this
Unlike
again.
Starstruck,
I
I don't know if I would watch like Descendants 2 again.
Ooh.
I would maybe watch the first one again.
There's something really funny about the first Descendants movie.
Right?
There's something so corporate about the movie that makes me smile.
I would watch Lemonade Mouth again. But
yeah.
But I do have a special like kind of nostalgic attachment to that one. That's why I was excited for it. Like, I would not watch Starstruck again, even though I thought I would. Like, I don't know. I mean, I would probably not even watch High School Musical 3 again.
I didn't like any of them. Like, it's weird. 'Cause, like, I assumed those movies would be bad but charming. And they kind of aren't charming.
Okay.
Like, I would consider the Zombies movies kind of charming.
Yeah, I would agree.
Because there's something about, like, watching those movies. So when we were watching the High School Musical movies, right? You go through this whole trilogy.
Yeah.
There was never a moment in, like, the third movie that hit.
No.
Yeah, I'm watching, like, Zombies 1, 2, and 3, and then I get to Zombies 3, and I get the all-cast version of Someday, and I'm like, oh!
Let's get it!
I'm like, wait, do I care?
Wait, no, stop! This shouldn't be happening. Please.
I love how they know that's the only good song in the trilogy.
It's real
so they
good.
just keep reselling it to you every movie.
How do we mix it up? How do we reprise it? How do we...
Because we had the party version in the second film.
Yeah.
I will say the intimate ballad version from like the second half of the first film is pretty cute.
Yeah.
But yeah,
absolutely.
So now we only have like the Cheetah Girls movies left and Let It Shine.
I believe those are the only ones.
Those are the only
remaining.
4 movies left.
Well, get ready, folks. Thank you for the Decom podcast. I guess we're playing Smoke Room now.
I guess we have to.
We are.
Well, we just had the meeting with
the bosses.
James.
Yeah.
And we got to see Mr. Briggs. Love Mr. Briggs.
He's a cute guy.
Yeah.
He's pretty adorable.
I dick him down. I follow their instructions, handing this new folder to the eagle-eyed secretary in the entranceway. As she replaces some of the papers, hands me back the folder, and tells me to keep it and read it to prepare for tomorrow. Somehow, walking out into the blazing heat, the afternoon sun scorching the back of my neck, feels, less oppressive than that office. I hear the high noon gun go off, and I make my way back to the bunks.
Someone just fires a gun off when it's high noon.
Yeah.
It's a signal. They wouldn't ring a bell or nothing. No, gotta be a gun.
It's easier to grab a gun than it is to like grab a bell.
Well, you don't typically grab a bell. It's usually hanging, and you usually hit it with something.
That means
I would argue that's way easier.
You have to get to the bell with an object to hit with it when you know that everyone... This is America, so everyone has a gun on their hip, right? As I do right now. Bang, bang.
Josh always carrying around that Glock. You know, he always carrying around that thing. He got that MF thing on him, you know?
Right.
You never know when you have to spin the block and bust out the metal, you know? Bra, bra, bra,
Terrible. Nick and Yao are there before me, sitting at the small kitchen table, dipping their spoons into bowls of watery soup.
Oh, they're back. What's up, guys?
And Nick meets me with a smile.
Did you run into any problems?
Nope, they hired me. I hold the folder up and slap it with the back of my paw. The badger chuffs and snatches it from me, opening it up to look it over. Yao looks over his shoulder. Nick's face fell. Hey!
What? They put him with us? So they did.
Yao mutters something under his breath, but I catch it.
Segui Lao. He is not ready for that kind of work.
Now, I've hauled a few carts before.
They'll expect you to detonate explosives.
Yeah, that's fine.
Or construct scaffolding.
It can't be that hard. Can it?
If you do anything wrong, it would cause a cave-in. They could kill us all. However, misfortunate choices aside, if he learns how to work with explosives, we'll have another man know how to extract the ore. He only has to do this for 1 week. We can ensure that he isn't forced to do anything reckless. But it is not sensible to place him there. What would inspire them to?
I think I know. Both of them look at me.
Well? Why then?
I bring up my fist to my face and clear my throat. Both Mr. Briggs and Mr. Hendricks interviewed me for this job.
Both of the bosses? Interviews are lower management grunt work. Something is not right.
They asked me some stupid shit, like if I plan to join a union. As if I even know what a union is. Both of them look at each other. And Hendricks seems to know about us, Nick.
What things?
What I am and what I do. The tiger looks scared.
He knows what happened to Jack?
What? No.
No?
A surge of relief spreads across his face.
Then what are you both talking about?
And Nick sends me a look like he would deck me if I didn't shut my mouth right now.
Oh!
Your cat's hilarious.
Yeah, he's fine.
He basically just punched you in the gut.
Yeah, that's okay. We make do. We out here.
But no, he wouldn't, because it's Nick. The effect gets me to clam up regardless.
It would seem that my days working here are numbered.
That may not be the case. Mr. Hendricks seems to think you're one of his best workers. I think he might think that me being around would keep you from leaving.
Which would mean that he may not know about our plan.
I'm starting to feel flustered whenever this tiger interrupts me. What?
Shouldn't you shut him down?
Nah.
Yeah, be nice to him.
He's a good lad.
Yeah, he's got
Look
a lot
at
of good
him.
ideas.
He's buff.
That's
I rub the
all
back
you
of
need.
my neck and sigh.
Is something wrong?
No. Well, actually. You know, Nick keeps telling me telling you things about me without even asking. And the two of you are up to something without letting me know what it is. In spite of the fact that it clearly involves my participation a good deal. It's just too similar to this other situation I've been in before. You know. Perhaps I'm making too much of a fuss. The tiger tilts his head, then looks from me first, then to Nikolai.
You have not been debriefing.
Holy shit.
You have not been debriefing him?
Debriefing.
Shut up.
Nick looks embarrassed.
Oh, I love
Did
his
you
little,
see his
his
little
little
ooh-woo?
blushy.
His
It's
little-
really. He said oval. He said oval.
I told you earlier that I did not want to overwhelm him with details. He will only be further overwhelmed if he does not know what he is doing and why.
Friend?
Samuel?
He didn't know his name? Bruh.
Bri?
Bruh.
Bri?
Samuel.
I don't.
He says bruh.
So whenever I hear the Bri, I think I once heard that clip with a gif of a fish, just kind of like opening its mouth. So in my head, I just see Bri, like a little fish like opening his little mouth to just Bri.
At first, I thought you meant you were referring to the pufferfish eating the carrot.
No.
Oh,
No.
you know?
Yeah, I know that
Crunch,
one.
crunch.
No.
Oh.
It was like in a YouTube video or something. Someone said like did the soundboard bruh. But it was like I had just had like a gif of like a fish like opening its mouth to it, and I'm like, now I just associate this forever.
Fair enough.
I don't know. It was a Symphogear video or some shit.
I will not rely on Nick as your messenger. I will speak with you directly from now on, considering you are one of us now.
Who's us exactly?
The men who meet at the stag.
The what? The bear hole.
Yes, they meet in my bear hole.
See, it should be the bear hole instead of the stag.
I don't know. I think the stag's a little more inconspicuous than a place called the bear hole. It's just a matter of being like, covert, you know. He's talking about our work organization.
No, the union.
Ash! Fucking asshole.
You just be like, what?
Well, he was chewing on my cord.
Well, you just wanted to eat your Switch.
No, I'm gonna fuck him up.
I mean, the Switch is getting replaced next year, so you might as well get rid of it now.
No?
It's at the end of its life cycle.
So I can keep playing it till it completely dies and then buy a new one when the new one's out.
Nintendo gonna want you to pick up the new model.
Yeah, but it's not out yet. I'm not picking
Papa
up.
Nintendo
I'm not picking up
wants
the.
you to...
I'm not picking up the OLED. If they come out with like a Switch Pro or something, I'll go trade that shit in.
Okay, now see.
But
It'll release tomorrow.
no, it's not. Yeah.
Stealth
Oh wow.
release
Yeah. Let me just go right now and wait outside of a GameStop with my Switch. Be like, I can't wait. I need it now.
Yeah.
Let me in, please.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, the Union.
Ain't that suspicious?
As you have confessed, the bosses are already suspicious of you. They have openly revealed to you that Nikolai's affiliations are known, which means that his job security and his safety are jeopardized. Unless we apply pressure.
Pressure?
The other men need to know and plan for this.
Joining a union, specifically the one thing they told me not to do.
You will find that you will always follow what your bosses tell you to do. You will find that if you always follow what your bosses tell you to do, you won't last very long. But nobody will make you join a thing. It is likely that you already know some of the men, Sam.
Oh.
It may not seem suspicious to be drinking with them.
Yao's tail twitches as he looks between the two of us, as if he was still trying to put something together, but couldn't.
I am confused by the manner of your association. But if you want to have my full trust, then show yourself at the Stag at 7 p.m. tonight.
He stomps over to his bunk, snags a piece of paper, and scribbles on it. How do you get specific time in this era?
I'm pretty sure they have watches.
Yeah,
watches
but they
are
don't.
A thing.
Yes, but they're not all synchronized. You have to synchronize like everything yourself.
You have to wind it, yes, but like, typically, I mean, you know, there's usually like, there's not like a clock tower in Echo, is there? Or a lot of times they'll have a big clock on the saloon.
I mean, from what I've been told, a lot of towns would have like a town clock by the train station.
Okay.
But that was still like would be off because every single town would have
Something
different on their town clocks unless it was hard to synchronize.
Well,
And then the people's individual watches wouldn't be synchronized with the town's clock unless it was hard for people. So you would approximate stuff like within a larger time frame
Right.
to account for.
I mean, I think that is more what it like. It's not like you can like look at a clock today and see the hour, minute, and then the second,
Yeah.
and then just show up right then. When he says 7 p.m., I'm sure he means
Anywhere
around whenever.
between 6 to 8.
Yeah, easily.
I would hope so.
Yeah.
Because I'm sure timing that in this day and age would have been awful.
I mean, like, so say there is a clock by the train station.
Yeah.
People can synchronize their own watches to it, like if they wind them. You know, usually it's winding them daily. You know, it's fine. But I mean, if they can get within close enough, if everyone's operating on a similar local time to where they live, because they aren't really traveling internationally or
It's true. It's
anything.
true.
So I mean,
That just seems like such a hassle, but I've never had to live that lifestyle.
that's
so-
true. So there was probably a way, but we did not live that. So.
No.
Here is the address. I will return to work on my own. I do not like this, but that is perhaps for the best. I can only hope that I have not attracted suspicion as well.
The tiger doesn't waste time to leave.
Wary of him already, Sam.
Well, you're the one who knows him. I get the sense you feel conflicted about him.
I am ashamed to admit that this is how I feel. But I do not want you to feel emboldened by his rash ideas. Yao can pull off many things others cannot. And if you tried to be more like him, well, that would just do no good, would it?
Gee. Thanks for your confidence, Nick.
But even so, he always sticks his neck out for me. Even when he does not have to.
Maybe it's because he knew he could rope you into something like this.
I would have done the same for him if I found gold.
I never really pinned you as a criminal.
And I can say the same thing for you. But I do not think of myself in that way. We should not have to do things to survive. But if anybody could succeed at this, I believe it is Yao. But you already experience a great deal of guilt and suffering. You do not have to be a part of this.
I know.
He's so cute.
A little blushy.
But I know that I saw something in those mines.
You are upset.
Yao knows there's something down there too.
Like what?
I don't know. I think it's something unnatural.
He grabs me by the wrist again.
Sam,
I couldn't even move away from him if I tried.
do you really think anything could hurt me if I wanted it to? If it wanted to?
Yes.
No, you aren't bulletproof, Nick.
You know.
Just saying.
You're not knife proof. I
You're not-
could just stab you.
Yeah. You've got a lot of muscle to work through, sure, but
No, yeah. Like, you
You-
would punch me afterwards, but I could stab
I
you.
could stab you. If I stab you real good, you probably have a hard time not
Yeah,
dying.
yeah. You'll die after I die.
Yeah, right? It's the long game.
Right.
You know?
Maybe if it's snuck up on you in the dark.
You know, you gotta run that. For battling against Samu, you gotta
No.
run that bleed build, you know? Gotta build up that bleed meter.
Oh my god.
If it's not a person.
You are worried for me? That is what this is?
They said your name, Nick. I know I know why they docked your wages. They don't like you. And they're making you do all of this dangerous stuff. All the while, there's God knows what's slithering around down there. Some kind of monster.
You take me in and hold me, and I lose you money. And now you put yourself back in a job that you hated? Can you not see how guilty this makes me?
I want to protect you.
Why? You are the one who needs protection.
Oh.
I mean,
Uh-huh.
I guess by comparison, Sam is the Twinkie one in this relationship.
He's a widow. He's a widow.
He's just a little guy.
He's a widow Twinkie Winky. Ipsy Lala and whatever the fuck that other Teletubby is. I couldn't remember the names. I'm sorry. I said Twinkie Winky, and I don't know if that's actually one's name.
Uh-huh.
It's like it's. I think it's Tinky Winky, something Lala and Poe. I can't remember the middle one because I always said them in a specific order.
Mm-hmm.
But I'm not an authority on the Teletubbies, so you know.
Okay.
Such is the way.
We're up against the wall. He's heaving, and his temper has made him feel hot.
I have never once felt frightened below the ground. But I have felt frightened, thinking any time I hold you could be the last time. Because you need to work. And I need to find somebody I do not have to pay to hold. Or find some way to pay to hold you forever.
Oh, Nick really likes you.
Like him.
Pay you what you're really worth. Not with pennies.
Damn. It went off. Yeah, they were. That was very. I really like the way these CGs look. Like they're just really.
This artist.
They're really painterly. You know,
Yeah.
very textured. Like I really like it a lot.
It's nice. It's nice. His eyelids. His eyelid is squeezing out a tear. That's what that says. His grip around my waist is so tight that it hurts. But when I grab his arm with my free hand, he slackens. I hook my arm around his waist, letting him know that he doesn't have to hold back. So he doesn't.
Very bold.
Right? He leans into me, tilting his head and wrap his jaw around mine. And he snags when his tongue laps at mine inside of my own mouth. I can't help but rumble too, like we're fighting. Like he's the first person I've ever met who has the capability to overpower me. Or anybody who tried to hurt me. And he wants me to know it. But he ends the kiss with a smack, still panting.
I have to go back to work now.
Oh, so you do.
And we stand together, panting, both aching from the strain in our trousers. But we have to let it die down. It takes me several deep breaths before I can get soft, and a drop of pre is stuck to the side of my leg.
You'll be at the stag tonight, yes?
Of course.
All right. See you then.
Bye. My arms hang loosely when he lets go of my hand, leaving the shack. I figure it's high time for me to go too. I hate these times when I have nothing to do. In between times when I know I have too much to do. I can't think of anything straight right now.
You can't think of anything straight ever.
Well, you know, it's a common affliction in this town. I just want to be in bed with Nick. I didn't want him to go back to work. Not there.
Did he scare you by opening the door?
You good? You good?
I'm fine. I think you scared Josh a little bit. It made him jump a little bit. I felt
Well,
it.
those are different emotions,
Did I
though.
startle you?
Well,
Yeah,
yeah,
that's the
startled,
term,
not
startled.
scared. It was just very funny. I'm sorry.
Yeah, you get startled by that.
I'm not startled by that. What?
I startled you by opening my door before too.
Oh, I know. Oh, I know.
I don't know, Darian. When you were asking me about dear old Uncle Walt earlier today, you seemed very frightened as we're
I wasn't-
watching a somewhat child's horror series.
I wasn't frightened. I'm just. I am frightened. I'm frightened of myself because I'm being gaslit by everyone in this house because I know that picture has not been there.
Okay, Darian.
Fuck you.
Uh-huh. Not away from me. But I know I should tell Dora and Cynthia where I've been. What I've been doing. But if I go back into town, Willem could find me before I risk it. He's gonna risk it for the biscuit.
For the biscuit, man.
If I were him, I'd look for me at the hip, knowing I'd have to come back sooner or later. But the question for myself is, do I risk it? Earlier in the sentence.
Yeah, it certainly was. Right there as you passed it by.
Yeah. I figured I'd put the spotlight on him.
For why? For why, though?
I think Colin deserves it.
Okay.
It helps you digest things, right?
I suppose, but it's the silent hero. It doesn't. It worked in the shadows. It doesn't want to be.
Is the colon the thing that rumbles?
When you're like having
bowel
issues.
Yeah, when you're having like bowel things. What's the rumbly thingy? What causes that noise?
I think it's your.
Is it just the
intestines the same as your colon? Is that something different? Oh, actually, no. What's that?
What's the colon?
Yeah, what's the difference between the colon and like your intestines? Is the colon the thing by itself?
The colon is like that last bit of your intestines right before you get to your butt. It's the exit.
I think it might just be the intestines that do the rumbling. I don't think it's your
I
colon.
don't think it's the colon.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
I think.
And I think I'm right about that, but it's been a long time since I've taken an anatomy class, so I might be wrong.
True. True.
I'm putting a disclaimer on this topic that I might be wrong.
Okay.
You don't want to speak with authority and conviction.
Yeah. I'm pretty sure
You don't like to
colon
either.
is the last,
So I don't have to. I have no. There's no pressure for me to do so.
I'm pretty sure the colon is the last like couple inches, like right before the rectum.
Okay.
Okay.
Interesting.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I'm not sure.
Reasonable. Fair enough.
How
been-
dressed?
It's been 11 years since I've taken an anatomy class.
Yeah. That'll
That's
do it.
close enough.
That'll do
That's
it.
close enough.
Yeah.
Forget about it.
Again, technically.
You didn't the first time.
Do what?
Don't worry about it.
What text?
How
him?
drastic would Willem act if he found me?
That's why he came out. I texted him.
Oh, is that how that works? Okay.
Yes.
If worse comes to worse, I could find a way to calm him down. With my dick. He's probably been too busy to get off in the last few days.
Well, I don't think it's not. He wouldn't be.
Oh, he's the bottom. of the
Yes,
relation.
absolutely.
Yeah.
He would be the hole, not fill the hole.
The
Mhm.
mountain lion hole. It just doesn't come off very well.
No.
The bear hole. Short,
Look,
sweet.
yeah,
very
absolutely.
straight to the
rolls
point.
right off the tongue, or tongue rolls right into it, if you will.
Yeah,
you know.
Yeah.
You know.
I could use that. But surely I can come up with something to explain myself.
I don't think you need any. Oh.
Yeah. Myself and Nick.
Okay. Fair enough.
Nothing's coming to mind still. To me still. Wait. I could tell William about the gold. That's a perfect alibi for the both of us. Wait, no, that's just another crime. Fuck!
See, clock, right above the general store.
That's a logo.
I'm pretty sure it's a clock, right?
Wait, no, that says WB.
Does it say something?
Yeah, that's...
Warner Brothers? Oh, it does say WB.
Yeah.
Shit. I had to look at the negative space. I was not. My brain did not.
If
click.
it's a circle,
It has to be a clock,
it's
right?
a clock!
That's how it works, right? Circle equal clock.
Circle clock! I'm already walking towards the hip, so I might as well... just keep going around. I stick to the back alleys instead of the main street. Some folks are beating their bed sheets with a stick, and I hear some folks laughing over games from their balconies, but it's otherwise real quiet. Sunday afternoon, are the most crowded days at the hip, but they're the quietest for the powder room.
Ooh.
I figure somebody or other will see me whether I take the front or the back entrance, so I settle on the front, because I'll reach Dora quicker. But I luck out, not even Harlan's steely gaze is there to meet me. He's too busy taking orders. So I pad up the staircase and slip into the powder room.
She's back.
Is she the most powerful character in this game?
I would say she probably holds the most. Well, probably the second most power, with Mr. Hendricks like literally owning the town.
Yeah, but no, I mean like her presence.
Oh.
Like she.
Like her power level.
Yeah.
Her ding 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 ding.
Yeah.
Yeah. Probably.
Like she activates her key and she has Conqueror's Hockey.
Yeah.
She...
That's it. She definitely has Conqueror's Hockey.
She has Conqueror's Hockey.
Absolutely.
All William has is Armament Hockey. Because he's super aggro, right?
That's true,
Yeah.
but it only affects his dick.
Yeah.
He can't like make his arm go steel. He can only just have like have a steely rod. Yeah. That's his move.
I think that means that Samuel has to just be the observation hockey user. And he's bad at it.
Damn.
He's not Kobe, you know. He's not a
Yeah, that's unfortunate.
You know how it is. Oh.
Conqueror's Hockey. That's really
right.
good.
Yeah, she uses Conqueror's Hockey.
I like
Tell me in the comments if you know what Conqueror's Hockey is.
Come on, let's see the real ones.
Yeah.
Real ones come out. We know you're there.
Yeah. Anyway, we'll end the part here.
Okay.
So we'll see you around, everyone.